Hello, everybody. Hope y'all day is going well. Back at it with another one. Please like, share, and subscribe. Any donations could be sent to the information in the description box, as well as if anybody would like a vent session, that information is also in the description box. Alright, I'll probably start sun readings again. So I'm going to shuffle the cards, and whatever time pops out, that's who I will do. So shuffle these down one more time. Then we're going to get right into it. So, Spirit, who could this reading be for? Who could this reading be for? That's too many. I just need one. I don't know why multiple cards keep wanting to come out. I just need one, Spirit. Who could this reading be for? And my cards kind of stuck together, so that's probably why. Alright, who this is? Scorpio. So this is going to be a Scorpio reading. So you could be this Scorpio, or there could be a Scorpio that is trying to move forward from something or someone. They could be continuing on after moving forward from something or someone, and they could be accepting help. So maybe they needed help to be able to continue something, move forward with something. And they could be healing from whatever this is that they had to move forward from. Or you could be Scorpio. You could be needing to give forgiveness in a situation, or you may be wanting forgiveness from someone. And after whatever this forgiveness is, after you either getting forgiveness from someone or giving someone forgiveness, you could be rejoining the world. What else about this Scorpio, Spirit? What else about this Scorpio? What is this Scorpio moving forward from? Or who could this Scorpio be moving forward from? For Scorpio, spirits. So I'm guessing this is a situation that was very hard, because it was very hard for that to come out. Or it could have took some time for whatever this is. And then we have the community in the reverse, Aries energy. So there could be a community of people that is unhappy. So this could be a lot of unhappy families in a certain community or within a certain community. There could be an Aries who's a leader of this community that could have postponed or canceled a reunion. So they could be deciding to run away from home if they're dealing with an unhappy family situation. There could be an Aries that has an unhappy family with a Scorpio. Any more? I don't know. We all got a lot of wrong happening. I'm blind, so y'all gotta give me some time. Hello, new subscriber. Let's see, what else for this situation, Spirit? So we got the Star in the upright, Aquarius energy. So Scorpio, you could be dealing with an Aquarius, or this could just be the energy surrounding you, or you could have Aquarius in your chart, Scorpio. So you could be this star energy, or like I said, you could be dealing with someone who is this star. So you could be feeling hopeful at this time. You could be inspirational at this time, or you could be finding hope and inspiration from whoever this star energy is. They don't have to be an Aquarius. They could have Aquarius in their chart, or just be in this star energy if this isn't you. But if it is you, you could be creative at this time, at peace, content. You could be gaining renewal, or in a renewal period after moving forward from something, after accepting help. Maybe you needed to accept help when moving away from an unhappy family situation or unhappy community that you were in. So you could be now focusing on your spirituality, and like I said, healing, being more positive, having faith, and just rejuvenating yourself altogether after persevering through whatever this is that you had to move on from. And because of your faith, you were able to move on from whatever this is and give forgiveness to whoever needed to be forgiven in the situation. Any more for the sign of Scorpio? Any more? What else for Scorpio, Spirit? What else for the sign of Scorpio? What is this pertaining to, Spirit? So we got the King of Cups in a reverse. So Scorpio, this there could be a Pisces who's a King of Cups in a reverse, who's a part of this community or this family that it was unhappy with. They could be emotionally immature. So this is definitely a male energy that is emotionally immature, overly emotional, and they have the inability to cope. They can have the inability to cope with life, or just be able to cope with things in general, because they could suffer from anxiety. And then we have Charity in the upright. So there could be a Taurus energy that's wanting to gift you, Scorpio, be generous towards you. So they could be giving you some sort of charity, or there could be donations coming. And this could be from a community. So you could be getting donations and charity from a certain community. So you could have moved from one community to the next, and you could be realizing that this community is giving you this help that you are willing to accept after moving on from a different community. So you could be getting employment, or a lot of people could just be wanting to share with you that's around you. You could be gaining some sort of wealth, some sort of prosperity and power, or whoever this Taurus is that's wanting to aid you and assist you, they could be in a position of power and authority. Now, they could want to invest in you, Scorpio. And then we got the Queen of Pentacles and an upright Virgo energy. So there could be a Virgo that's also a part of this community or family. Or this could just be the energy that you're in, Scorpio. You could have a very abundant energy. And that's why this Taurus or this community that you're in may want to give to you, because the energy that you hold is abundant. They could see you as this star energy. The fact that you remained having hope and you were able to move on from a certain situation, a certain community or unhappy family, is why they're willing to or wanting to help you in a situation. So they could view you as a mature, grounded woman if you're a woman, but you could be a man as well. You could be a businessman, a businesswoman. You could have a high social status. You could be a social butterfly, very generous and loyal. So they could feel like you're deserving of prosperity and to be financially independent. So you could be stepping in a time of luxury. And then we have pain in the reverse. So you could be releasing some sort of pain that a family has caused you that was unhappy. And you could be overcoming the depression. So you could have been depressed being in a certain community, or because of a community that you were a part of, an unhappy family that you were a part of could have made you depressed, but you could be overcoming the depression and being more positive, more optimistic and forgiving when it comes to these people, and just accepting your losses, accepting help and moving forward, like I said. Any more for the Scorpio spirit? Any more? And you will need to get a personal reading, my dear. Any more for the Scorpio? Any more, spirits? Up. It's a lot. So we got anxiety in the reverse. Pisces energy once again. So this Pisces could be trying to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or Scorpio, you could have Pisces in your chart. So you could have once been emotionally immature and had the inability to cope, but you could have accepted help in order to move forward. So you accepting this help, or whatever help it is from your community or a certain community, has gotten you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. So you could be improving yourself from being this immature, emotionally immature male and having an inability to cope with this anxiety. And now you could be improving, not being so negative and stressed out. And then we have endings and defeat in the reverse. So you could be escaping destruction, Scorpio. You could have Gemini in your chart. You could be picking yourself up and learning from past difficulties. So you could have been viewed as being difficult while you were in this energy of being this King of Cups in a reverse, being emotionally immature, having an inability to cope. So this could have brought you difficulties being this way, being emotionally immature. And then we have love in a reverse. So you could feel disconnected. You could feel imbalanced, or you could have felt imbalanced, or you could have had a Cancer around you that could have been a part of this community or unhappy family that you were in. This Cancer could have been making you feel disconnected when it came to love, making you feel imbalanced and unequal to people around you or with lovers. So they could have made you feel like you were just incompatible with anyone, like you weren't compatible with anyone to be able to be loved or to love. So they could have wanted you to be in unhappy relationships. Or you could have had an unhappy relationship with a Cancer because there was no love in the situation, because this person you were just incompatible with. And then we have Strength and the Upright. Hello. So you could have needed strength through this situation, dealing with this Cancer, or just dealing with an unhappy family that you were a part of, whether if it was your family or just a community, a family, a people, hello, that were putting you in this energy of needing hope and faith, needing to persevere. So you could have gained the inner strength, the courage, the bravery, and self-confidence to be able to have compassion for yourself and others around you. And you could have learned how to tame these emotions that you have, Scorpio. So you could be overcoming the self-doubt, because you could have had a lot of self-doubt due to the community that you were in or the people that was around you that was negative influences to you, because they wanted you to be depressed or didn't care about you being depressed. So you could have needed to remain focused and be patient with yourself and with others. Oh, you know what? Now I want to pull mine first. Let's see what else. It's raining. It's pouring. I was going to say something else, but I ain't going to do it. I'm going to behave. Any more for Scorpio? Any additional messages? Let's see here. So we got, doesn't want people to know they are jealous of someone like you. So Scorpio, someone a part of this community didn't want people to know that they were jealous of someone like you. So you could be looked at as if you're nobody to be jealous of. But that's one way of this person or these people to hide their jealousy from others. And then we have receiving court documents. So these people could be receiving court documents of some sort. Or you could be, Scorpio, from something that you faced or went through when it came to a family or a community of people that you had to run away from. And then we have sending out invitations. So someone could be sending out invitations for something, or Scorpio, you could be sending out invitations for something, or there could just be a lot of people receiving court documents. Now, if there is a situation where this is going to be public, there could be people receiving jury duty forms as well, or however that goes. They could be getting called in for whatever this court date is. Then we have lawyer working with the enemy. So Scorpio, your lawyer could have been working with the enemy, which is a person, a part of this community or this entire community that you had to run away from or move forward from. Who is who is you? Who sending who messages? I ain't sending nobody messages. You ain't talking to me, because I ain't been talking to nobody. But anyways, yeah, like I said, Scorpio, someone could be working This lawyer could be working with the enemy, or Scorpio, you could be someone's lawyer who was working with the enemy. And you could have been depressed because of the community you decided to work with, because obviously the enemy is the community. And Scorpio, if you're the lawyer, you could have been depressed, needing hope in the situation because you chose wrong. You chose to work with the enemy instead of doing your job. Or Scorpio, your lawyer, like I said at first, could have been working with the enemy. Then we have the name Mike could be significant. So someone's lawyer could have been working with someone named Mike. That's someone's enemy that could be your enemy, Scorpio. Then we have Joker energy. So whoever Mike is, they could hold Joker energy. So this could be someone that's diabolical, is what I'm hearing. Very evil. And this is who this lawyer decided to work with against you, Scorpio. And this doesn't have to be just for Scorpio. It could resonate with sun, moon, and rising as well, just to put that out there. And we have feels like you don't deserve to be stable. So whoever this Joker energy is, Mike is, they feel like you don't deserve to be stable, Scorpio. Let's keep. What, have you blocked them? And we have runs a daycare. So someone could run a daycare. Now, I don't know if this is whoever this Joker energy is, Mike is, or this lawyer who runs this daycare. But someone in this situation feels like you don't deserve to be stable. Or this could be someone that this person is with that runs a daycare that feel like you don't deserve to be stable. Or they could just be a part of this community that worked together against you, that wanted you to be depressed, wanted you to feel like you didn't deserve love, Scorpio, because they felt like you didn't deserve to be stable for some reason. Any more for the Scorpio? Then we got amped up. So someone could be amped up about something, Scorpio. So someone a part of this community that runs a daycare, they could be amped up. They could be amped up due to the court documents that they're receiving. And then we have January. So something significant could have happened in January. Or you could be dealing with someone born in the month of January. Which that would be what? Capricorn and Aquarius. So there could be a Capricorn or Aquarius that runs a daycare that could be amped up about something. And then we have surprise pop-up. So they could be wanting to do a surprise pop-up on you, Scorpio. Good night. You sound crazy. Y'all see this? And then we have Motel 6. So someone could be at a Motel 6. Or if you're staying at a Motel 6, Scorpio, someone could want a surprise pop-up on you. This could be a Capricorn or Aquarius that's amped up about something in regards to you. This could be your older sister, Scorpio. And then we have rage baiting you to say they have a reason to treat you harshly. So your older sister could have been rage baiting you to say they have a reason to treat you harshly, or you could have been doing this to someone, Scorpio. And then we have stays in VIP. So you could stay in VIP, or whoever this older sister is that was wanting to rage bait you, they could stay in VIP so they could like to party a lot. And then we have seeking revenge. So whoever this older sister is, they were seeking revenge on you. And that's why they could have kept trying to rage bait you, not collective, Scorpio. Because they wanted to have a reason, or say that they had a reason to treat you harshly, and maybe they didn't succeed when it came to rage baiting you, so now they want to seek revenge on you. Or they could be seeking revenge on you because whatever these court documents is, so they could be going to court for something that they've done against you, or something that they couldn't get you caught up for. And then we have wanting you to gain enemies everywhere you go. So this older sister that's been seeking revenge on you, they could want you to have enemies everywhere you go. And then we have cloned accounts. So they could have cloned some sort of accounts of yours, Scorpio. This older sister. Now, I don't know if they're doing something on these accounts to make it seem like it's you when really it's them. So they could be either saying things to these people from these accounts that they cloned, or they could be taken from people with these accounts that they cloned, and that's how they're getting you to gain enemies everywhere you go, because these people could be thinking that it's you when really it's this older sister behind these cloned accounts anymore. Then we have, after treating you unfairly, there is always a natural disaster in the state once you leave. So, Scorpio, like I said, you could have left a community, and every time you leave a community in a certain state, there could always be a natural disaster once you leave. And we have Christmas, so something could have happened around Christmas time, or there could have been a natural disaster that happened around Christmas in a state that you were once in that was very significant. Or this older sister could have been cloning your accounts since Christmas time. So they could have obtained a lot during Christmas. If this is about money, if they were getting money from people, getting donations and gifts, because we do have donations and gifts out here. So they could have been getting a lot of donations and gifts from the community around Christmas time. And like I said, these people, this community could have thought that they were gifting you, Scorpio, when really they were gifting this older sister that cloned these accounts. So whatever these gifts and charity donations is, this money that you were supposed to receive, you didn't receive it, Scorpio, because this older sister that was cloning your accounts were receiving this. So these people could feel like you are ungrateful, or you could have, or they could feel like you just took the money and whatsoever happened. I don't know what this older sister was doing to make these people feel so strongly against you, but whatever they did with this money and with these accounts, they could have made you gain a lot of enemies due to this. So there could have been a lot of people donating to you, giving to you in a bunch of different states. So this could be an account or accounts where a lot of different people watch you from multiple states. From multiple states. But like I said, you didn't get any of this. This older sister got this. So now, if you're acting like you don't have, or if you really don't have in a situation, these people could feel like you're pretending, or you just recklessly spend, or you're just ungrateful. So you could have enemies everywhere you go due to this, because they feel like you received this money and you're just acting like what I just said. But really, what they don't know is you never received a dime. Everything went to this older sister that's been cloning your accounts. Now, this could be your older sister, Scorpio, or this could be for someone with Scorpio in their chart, or this older sister could be a Scorpio that's been doing this. But this is what's going on. And because of all this, and because of what this older sister has done, you have gained enemies everywhere you go. So this is why every state that you leave that you've been fairly untreated in, they have a natural disaster, because they're treating you unfairly for no reason. And then we have third-party interference. So your older sister could have been a third-party interference to someone that you were dating, Scorpio. And they could be seeking revenge because of this. So they could just be doing anything, trying to make you look bad, trying to make you gain enemies, because they could be seeking revenge because of someone that you were with, that they were a third-party interference to. Maybe this person still wants you, Scorpio, and they could be mad about this. Or they could be mad at the fact just that they know that a lot of people were willing to give to you, or wanting to give to you the attention that you get, the help that you get, when I don't understand why they would be mad when they received everything and you didn't receive a dime. So because of their jealousy, they are rage baiting you so they could have a reason to say, this is why I'm treating them harshly. So like I said, they don't want people to know they are jealous of someone like you. So like I said, they put you, if you are in a place where you suffered a lot of loss, Scorpio, where you didn't really have much, and you were just trying to heal from a situation because you didn't know what was going on, this person could have made it seem like you were no one to be jealous of because of the situation that they put you in, stealing from you, taking everything that was meant for you from you. And these people could have not known this, and they were just going with whatever this older sister was saying and what they were doing as far as rage baiting you. So you could have been pissed off quite a few times when dealing with this older sister and what they were doing to rage bait you. And based off of that, people could have also felt like it was fair for you to be treated harshly, not even knowing that this older sister had been rage baiting you, as well as stealing everything from you that you were supposed to be getting. And like I said, you could have needed to gain strength throughout the situation, remain to have strength, have inner strength, bravery, and courage throughout the whole situation. You needed to have control in the situation. This older sister could have even went as far as wanting your assets to be repossessed. So they could have wanted you to be financially incapable, and they did all of this by cloning your accounts and taking everything that you were gaining from these accounts. So you could have obtained a lot from these accounts that this older sister cloned, but because you never received a dime from it, you could have been at a point where you were financially incapable, and that is what could have caused you to be depressed at one point in time. So you could have even been default on payments, not knowing how you were going to pay certain things because of this. So like I said, there could have been a whole community of people or a lot of unhappy families because They could have been mad at you or took things out on you because they felt like they were given to you and you were just ungrateful, or you were not doing the right things with what they were giving you. So they could have came up against you, or like I said, turned on you, became your enemy because of all this, not even knowing that you never received these gifts, this generosity that this community was trying to give to you, because this older sister took it upon themselves and cloned your accounts and took everything for themselves. And then we got penny pension. So yeah, they wanted you to be penny pension, Scorpio. So they wanted you to struggle financially, always have to save up for something that you were trying to do, always have to budget. And we have skirt. So you could have well, no. You could have quickly got away from this community if this was a community of people that even worked together with an older sister to do this as well. So it could have been that, or you could have, or this older sister could have took a quick getaway, tried to escape the situation and run away, because they could have possibly knew that the truth would eventually get out about what they've done. And then we have key players. So you could be a key player, Scorpio. You could be an important person. And that's why you are able to get these people to give to you. But like I said, you didn't receive it because of this older sister. So you could have been playing a central role in these people's lives. You could have been helping people, or they could have just viewed you as being irreplaceable because they saw you as a key player, and that's why they wanted to give to you. But again, you didn't receive it, so that's neither here or there. And then we have harmony. So you could be stepping into a place of harmony. There could be balance, peace, and happiness coming towards you. Maybe once this truth is out about what's been going on. And then we have light bulb moment. So you could be having a light bulb moment, or someone else could be having a light bulb moment about the situation, realizing what was really going on. So this could be a sudden realization. They could be feeling inspired to do something, say something after gaining some insightful awareness. And this could be either about the situation or just something that came to mind that they would like to say or do in regards to you, Scorpio. Or this could be you feeling like someone is the key player, that an older sister. So this could go one of two ways, the way I already said. Or you could be a Scorpio that was dealing with someone's older sister, and this person could have been doing this to their sister. So you could have dealt with both sisters. That's where the third party interference come in. So you could have been dealing with these sisters, not knowing that the older sister or the younger sister was doing this to the older sister. No, you know how I go for your situation. The younger sister could have been taken from the older sister, or the older sister could have been taken from the younger sister. You already know. It could go any way for whoever. But you could be having a realization about this, or you could be gaining insight about this. So maybe this was going on right under your nose. And then we have squad. So someone could have been a part of your squad, or this could have been a squad of people, like I said, a community of people. So they could be gaining insight, awareness to what was going on, or who was doing what in the situation. And they could be feeling inspired to reconcile with you because they know that they are a part of your soul tribe. So there could be people wanting to reconcile and become close friends, or some of these people could have been your close friends, Scorpio. So now they could be wanting to reconcile after gaining this insightful awareness. Excuse me. Excuse me. Any more for this Scorpio reading, spirits? Any more for this Scorpio reading? Then we got detective. So Scorpio, if you are this detective, and like I said, you're in between two sisters, you could be snooping, digging for dirt. Or there could be a detective who is snooping on you, digging for dirt on you to try to accuse you of something. Or this sister could have been playing detective, snooping on someone, digging for dirt on them so they could accuse them of something. And like I said, pretty much if this sister said something or did something to have this community of people to become your enemy, that could be what they accused you of when it came to this community of people. And they could have done a lot of playing detective to do this. Obviously, if they were able to clone accounts of yours, Scorpio. So they went in their little detective bag and became a detective and started snooping to be able to know what to attack, who to attack when it came to trying to get them to be your enemy, how to rage bait you. So they could have just been watching you very heavy to do everything that they were doing towards you. And then we have numbing. So this person could be numbing at this time. Maybe you got in your detective bag and found out what was really going on, or what this sister was really doing to you. Because maybe you were just clueless as to why you had to always move from community to community. Not even knowing that your sister, whether older or younger, they were cloning your accounts. Maybe saying things to people that they shouldn't have been saying, taking from people, not really being grateful for it or saying thank you. I don't know what was going on, but whatever they did, it definitely caused you to gain enemies. So now this person could be numbing out, like I said, after you found why you were being accused in a situation of doing something. And now this older sister could be numbing, or Scorpio, if you didn't know what was going on and you took someone's side, you could have took the sister side that was actually doing the wrong to the other sister. So you could be numbing at this time and self-medicating. You could be addicted to something that you're trying to numb yourself with. And you could have had irrational behavior siding with this sister, or this sister could be numbing out, having irrational behavior because they could be trying to self-medicate due to something, maybe due to the attention and what you are able to receive, even though they stole it. So they could be numbing just from the fact that they had to steal what was meant for you. And they could just be acting irrational, always trying to rage bait you. Then we have karmics. So Scorpio, you could be someone who like to deal with karmics, and this is how you got yourself mixed up with this person. So maybe you didn't know the difference between which sister was a karmic, because this other sister that was doing all of this behind the other sister back, they could have lied on this person, or because they cloned this person's account, they could have even had you believing that they were a certain way, or they just steal from people, or whatever this was. They could have had you thinking that the other sister was karmic, but really who you were actually dealing with that was doing all of this to someone was actually the karmics. And this could have been third party situations that you like to have. And one of those karmics could be someone's sister. Now, like I said, if you were in a community of people that was unhappy, didn't want to see you happy, they could have sent a lot of third party interferences in to your situation when it came to you dealing with the sister that was actually on the up and up. So when you was dealing with the sister that was on the up and up, this community of people could have sent 30 third parties, damn, I said 30, third party interferences in to mess up you guys' situation, and you could have not known or didn't see that these were karmics. So being as though they are karmics willing to be third parties, you didn't know that they were haters of this person. Like I said, doesn't want people to know that they are jealous of someone like you. So this could be you. So they could have been jealous of you or what you had with this person, or they could have just been jealous of the person that you were dealing with. Like I said, and you didn't realize that these were actually haters of this person. But now you could be learning your lesson from dealing with people like this once you gain this insightful awareness about what was going on, or who was the true person, the key player, the irreplaceable person. So now you could be seeing the person that you allowed these third parties to interfere in your situation with. Now you could be seeing this person as irreplaceable, but you could no longer be dealing with them, or they could be no longer dealing with you. This could be why you need forgiveness in a situation, Scorpio. You could be trying to heal from the situation as well as this person. And then we have Bonnie and Clyde. So you could have wanted to be Bonnie and Clyde with this person, or you could have felt like you were in a Bonnie and Clyde situation with someone's sister. And you guys could have felt like y'all were ride or die, you guys against the world. If you, like I said, chose to come up against the other sister while dealing with someone else's sister, or one of these karmics that you were dealing with that was involved with this community who decided to do this to someone. And you guys could have been very dedicated to doing, whatever this is. Spirit. Who could this be? That's the key player that's irreplaceable. Who could this be? That's this key player. I hate when I get too hard. So we got a temperance energy. So you could have been Bonnie and Clyde with the Sagittarius. You could have saw this person as a temperance energy, balance, and peaceful. Or you could have thought that they wanted to bring balance and peace in a situation. That this person was just being patient. You could have thought that you was going to have a harmonious relationship with whoever this Sagittarius is. You could have viewed them as a soulmate. So you could have traveled with this person. Communication could have been good with this person. Or there could just be a Sagittarius in a situation. Whether this is one of these karmics, or this sister that wants to bring peace in a situation, want to be tempered and reconcile with you or someone else. And then we got the Knight of Pentacles and the upright. So they could have been doing something on a routine when it came to these cloned accounts. And they could have felt like they were practical and loyal. They could have had a Capricorn involved in this. This could be another karmic. So you could have viewed these people in a good light while viewing someone else in a negative light. You could have viewed these people as responsible, persistent, and just protective and defensive, either over you or their pinnacles, their assets, when really it was someone else's. Now, these could be people that's just stubborn, or this Capricorn could be stubborn. Then we got defeat in the upright. So whoever this Capricorn is, they could feel defeated by an Aquarius. Because this Aquarius could be viewing something as a failure. So they could be a part of this community. So they could be surrendering when it comes to something, wanting to change in a situation, walk away from doing something, self-sacrificing and self-sabotaging, having inappropriate behavior, being deceptive, having a lack of communication, being aggressive, being a bully. So this community of people could have been bullying someone because they cloned their accounts and stole from them. And they could have been trying to intimidate this person, cause them pain, try to defeat them because they were deceptive towards this person. And then we have the Hangman in the upright. So this community could be dissatisfied, full of apathy, disinterested, stagnated when it comes to these negative patterns. So they could be trying to alienate themselves, trying to put an end to the negative patterns because they're dissatisfied with the results of doing all of this to someone. Now, like I said, they could have done it to you, Scorpio, or you could just be involved with this community of people of doing this to someone. Because like I said, you could have been dealing with someone's sister who was doing this to someone, whether you knew the whole story or not. But this could be why these people are wanting to bring balance and peace in the situation. Take it as a failure because of these court documents that they are receiving. So that could be the only reason why people are wanting to bring peace and balance and communicate in a situation. Shaking my head. You know what? I'm going to end that right there. So pretty much, these people want to bring peace now. Shaking my head. But anyway, Scorpio, that was your reading. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. And like I said, any donations could be sent to the information in the description box. As well as anybody wanting vent sessions, that could also be sent to the information description box, y'all. I gotta take this all in because I do have Scorpio on my chart. And I already know what this is, which is crazy work. But anyways, for anybody else that resonate, hope that helped you out. Please have a good night. Deuces, I holla.